Good morning, everyone. Today we are in Genesis chapter 32, and we're going to be looking at part 1 today. Now, Jacob is continuing in his pattern of reconciliation. In the previous chapter, we see that he and his father-in-law Laban made a covenant together to restore their relationship. Now, this was a pretty big deal because Laban had continually had a pattern of deception with Jacob. He told lies, he deceived him into getting things for his own good. And so they restore their relationship. They make a covenant together. And Laban actually allows Jacob and his wives and everything that he has to leave Laban's household and go to Jacob's homeland. Jacob is wanting to go back to the land of his ancestors. And so that's where we pick up the story today. Now, Jacob is traveling towards his homeland, but somehow he knows where Esau, his brother, currently is. Now, if you'll remember, Jacob and Esau do not have a very good history either. Jacob stole Esau's birthright, something that was rightfully his, and Jacob flees, and so he hasn't seen or talked to Esau in years. And so Jacob sends a warning to Esau to say, hey, look, I am coming. I don't have any harm against you. I hope that we can be friendly. And so Jacob sends these messengers to Esau to tell him this message. And the messengers come back and tell Jacob that Esau is on his way to Jacob, he and an army of 400 people. Now, as you can imagine, Jacob was pretty terrified at this point because there had been so many years of potential built up anger, and we don't know, Jacob doesn't know how Esau is feeling towards him. And so he thinks that Esau could potentially harm him. Now, at this point, he goes to God in prayer, and we're going to pick up in verse 9 and read the words that Jacob prays to God. He says, O God of my grandfather Abraham and God of my father Isaac, O Lord, you told me, return to your own land and to your relatives. And you promised me, I will treat you kindly. I am not worthy of all the unfailing love and faithfulness you have shown to me, your servant. When I left home and crossed the Jordan River, I owned nothing except a walking stick. Now my household fills 2 large camps. O Lord, please rescue me from the hand of my brother Esau. I am afraid that he is coming to attack me along with my wives and children. But you promised me, I will surely treat you kindly, and I will multiply your descendants until they become as numerous as the sands along the seashore, too many to count. Now, honestly, this is probably where Jacob should have started. And so he's praying to God he's thanking him for the mercy and the love that God has shown him in his life, because we know, as we have seen, Jacob was not perfect at all. And so he is pleading with God to remember the promises that God made him. I think that we can learn from Jacob's experience here in what he did to seek reconciliation with his brother and apply it to our own lives and our own relationships. There may be some relationships in our lives that there's a past, there's a history that is not good where reconciliation is needed. And we need to humbly go to God to ask him for help, to ask him for his grace to flood the situation. And then we need to humble ourselves in the relationship to seek that reconciliation, because that's ultimately what God wants. He doesn't want there to be division. He doesn't want there to be a past. There may be a past, but God can heal it. And so that's where we find hope, that when God is present, reconciliation can take place. Grace and peace to you today. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.
If these devotional videos are helpful to you, subscribe to our channel and click the notification button so you know when we post a new video. And of course, please share them with others.